Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Welcome.
everybody. How are
Welcome,
you?
welcome. Yeah. Oh, so it's a beautiful day here in Washington State. And to the east of me, we have Teri Renner. And she's over here, and she's from Holding Your Space.
Oh, that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you have to go the opposite way of the way you think you're supposed to go. Yes.
I never get used to that ever. Hi, everybody. I'm Terry with Holding Your Space.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Welcome is right.
Yeah,
And are we simulcasting? We're simulcasting on your channel? Is
I'm
it showing
pretty
up?
sure we are. I'm pretty sure it worked out. I signed up for it
All
when I
right.
came in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
if
Okay.
anybody
All
has
right. Good.
a channel, let me
So,
know.
welcome to your viewers, my viewers, and last, if you, in case you missed it, a couple of weeks ago, Terry came on. I went on Terry's channel, which was simulcast, and she asked me all these questions, and it was so cool because that's nobody's ever done that, not as in depth as you did, Terry. No,
Really?
no,
Oh, well,
and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it really was. So.
you, you have a lot to
Now,
say.
now,
So,
now it's my turn to
oh,
ask you some questions and maybe do some readings. But
yeah.
um, we were talking about behind stage. We were talking about how algorithms work here on YouTube and how we have gaps in what we can see people are doing, unless for some reason we're drawn into that. And so Terry um, had just really quote found us, some of us, right, within the last couple months. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
You were like on the periphery.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah.
can't say that word.
Periphery.
On
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
periphery. Thank you. And
Uh-huh.
and every once in a while I'd see something show up, but it was just, you know,
Yep. Yep.
very rare.
I get it. I get it. And
Yeah.
I've seen that myself because I didn't, excuse me, I didn't see you until you came in to our periphery, into our space. And VL just found us. Okay, all
Oh,
right,
good.
VL. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And it can be funny that people will not know that there are certain shows going on until much later. But you know what? I always say it's divinely ordained. So
Right?
whatever was supposed to happen happened. And so we'll just leave it at that. But so
Yeah.
I'm going to say hello, Sharon Sipe. Thank you for being here, my dear. You're always so good at moderating. I appreciate you. And we have Rhonda Rue and Craig Dixon. Hi, Craig. And thank you for also being a moderator. And Richie, how are you? It's good to see you again. And Gina M from the UK is here. Welcome, welcome. And we have VL and Samantha and Linda Kelser. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you all for being here with us today. We're going to talk. I'm going to talk a little bit to Terry about her spiritual journey. I guess is the best way to look at it.
Yeah.
And as time goes on, if you have some questions, we might be able to answer a few. But can't go too much longer than an hour because I have to pick up a car and Terry has a meeting. So we gotta kind of consolidate here a little bit.
Gotta get
That's
her
all
done.
good. It's all good. We'll get it done. That's right. So Terry, I wanna start from the beginning. So what is it that happened to you that even brought you into any kind of spiritual awakening, I guess is the best way to say it.
Well, like a lot of people here, probably I saw my spirit guides and angels when I was little, um,
Oh,
coming to visit my little
uh-huh,
visitors.
uh-huh.
I was lucky that my mom was really receptive. She was into Edgar Casey and Melchizedek principles and whatnot at quite young, and
Uh-huh.
Paramahansa Yogananda and all that.
Oh,
So,
cool.
and then as time went on, I'd like jump out of my body, do the astral travel and astral gymnastics.
Really? That's so awesome. Oh my goodness. How old were you? Still
I think
little?
I was
Really?
3. Yeah, I remember being 3 and 4 and doing it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's fabulous.
Well, it is
Wow.
because I
Okay.
am not, so I can't even do a cartwheel. I could never do a cartwheel, but I can do that.
Well, you didn't have to. All you had to do was jump out of your body.
Right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, and, then I went to the School of Metaphysics, which is they still have a college and several schools all around the country. And I graduated from there when I was 17 with a 4-year degree before I graduated from high school. So I was teaching metaphysics, I was teaching dream interpretation and doing past life regressions, past life readings.
When you were 17?
When I was 16, I was doing all that.
Wow, how powerful. Now, did mom do that too? Or was she just open?
She was just open. She
Okay.
led book clubs and things like that.
Okay.
She didn't,
Okay.
she didn't go
Yeah.
to school.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so was this was a substitute, or this was something beyond? So when you were in high school, you went there too, or is this a substitute for the high school? Oh, okay.
I did both.
Okay.
I did both.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. So you did readings.
Mm-hmm.
You did past life.
Yeah, I did past life regressions.
Regressions.
So me
Okay.
and then life readings on other people for the school.
Goodness. Akashic records too.
Yes, Akashic records. Working with Kundalini healings. Yeah. So
Did you ever feel out of touch with 3D because you loved being so much in a higher vibration at the time?
yeah, eventually I felt really out of touch with like my peers, and I'm sure everybody here can relate to that because
Yeah, definitely.
out of
Yep.
touch with our peers at any age, but really then I did. So I kind of rebelled and,
Okay.
Found
So
myself.
so you did at some point shut down a bit so you could, quote, live life like everybody else? Is that what you did at the time?
I
Oh,
tried.
you tried. Okay. Okay. All right. But it just kept going. Come on, wake up.
Yeah, I'd go back and forth to Buddhism and Unity, and I'm in an area that Unity Temple is really big.
Yeah.
It's non-denominational, and you get Wayne Dwyer and Deepak and everybody coming through, and so it was really informative. I never lost that thing for learning, that joy of learning, which you have
That's
too,
great.
Allie.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Constantly trying something new. Yep.
Yeah, curiosity.
It keeps us alive. It keeps us going. Wow. So did you like have hold out a shingle, if you know what I mean, and have people come to you to do readings as you got older too? Or was there a real big desert there in your spiritual?
Yeah, there was a big desert there. Like I was in affiliated with some Buddhists when I lived in Florida, and some psychics that I did some stuff with in Hawaii. But when I came back to the Midwest, I sent my kids to Catholic schools, and I have Catholic roots. So I went back into that. And my mom always said, you can find something in anything. And I did. So
I agree with that. What a fabulous mother. I mean, my mother was pretty much not quite like that, but she was a Ruth Montgomery fan, and she believed in that kind of system. And she was never like you. She didn't poo-poo things. She kind of went with the flow of it, and she had a little bit of ability herself. So I think that really does make a difference when you're growing up. It really does.
Yeah.
So wow. So do your children also have the gift?
They're highly gifted. Yeah. My son is extremely sensitive and an introvert.
Okay.
So we're working on that. And my daughter is all over the world and an extrovert, but she's a really powerful medium and reader when she wants to be. But again, there's times that she doesn't want to do that.
Well, when you're in that in between time, when you had it when you were younger, but like, I got to work for a living, or I got to take care of kids, or whatever it is. It's like we have to take whatever it is and sort of compartmentalize it. And that's always hard to do,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hold on, Anne. I'm so sorry to hear that she lives in New Zealand and they are having flooding everywhere. Okay. She had this a couple of months ago, I believe it was. So I just want to send lots of love and prayers to you in New Zealand, and that this rain calms down and everything is okay for everybody there. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and holding
Yeah,
space for you.
holding space. Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So you said you lived in Florida. What part of Florida did you live?
Delray Beach, Southern Palm Beach County.
Oh, okay. Because I lived in Florida for a period of time in the 90s, and it was more near the Gulf Stream area where all the UFOs are,
No.
in that sort of area. But I found that Florida had some, I don't know anymore, but some pretty deep metaphysical communities there that you could find and improve your knowledge of all kinds of different things. Is that what you found there? Did you have a community there?
Yeah, there was a nice community there, and um, um, yeah, I could definitely find community there. So
Hmm.
it was really nice, and that's where I was affiliated with the Buddhist temple there, and
Okay.
now with a different one. But
I
yeah,
love it. I love it. Oh my God, you and I are so much alike. Had you been to Casadega at all when you were there? Have you heard of
no,
Casadega? No.
no,
It's not too far from Orlando because I took my kids to Disney World back in like 96. We drove over from Texas, and we there's a place, it's a spiritual community called Casadega, and we all went there, and you could get readings, and these people live there. It's not a commune, but it's kind of
oh,
like that.
I think I've
Yeah.
heard of that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Just
used
a
to go
neat
up.
place.
Yeah, I used to go up to that area all the time, Altamont Springs and Orlando
Uh-huh.
and all that for business.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. So where have you lived otherwise? You've lived in Missouri, you've lived in Florida. Where else?
Hawaii, and that's about it.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
And were
yeah.
you on Oahu or
I was
Maui?
in Maui. Yeah,
Oh. I love Maui.
it
Did you
was.
learn anything there that was different? Was it they have some of the native ideas there. Um,
Yeah, not so much that, but there was again there was a really strong contingent or community of people that were like-minded, and a lot of UFO sightings, and the
really? Okay.
stars and everything, just so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So was your husband in the service? Is that what brought you there? Or this
no,
is
he was
no,
not.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, we were just kind of floating.
That's me. I'm just the biggest nomad. I mean, I've lived in 11 states, so I understand completely.
Cool,
Yeah, I have.
nice.
I'm a rolling stone.
I love it.
That's great. So, all right. So you have psychic ability, you have mediumship ability, um, you read the cards, um, you do dream interpretation. That's really wonderful. I have a dream show actually on Wednesday nights at I'm thinking it's 6 o'clock my time, so that would be 9 o'clock your time.
Oh wow.
And if you'd ever like to come on and be a guest with us, my current dream detective is on vacation, and I have another lady that's also interested, and she works with me. But we try to do the dreams, have people tell us their dreams in the chat, and we try to, knowing though that the real dream imagery and the real dream meaning is really individual, but
Yeah.
giving just a little bit of symbolic or whatever. So we'd love to have you do that with
Oh,
us.
I'd
That
love
would
it.
be
I'd
great.
love
Yeah,
that would be so much fun, yeah.
it is. It's a
I
lot of
might be
fun.
a bit rusty, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it would come back because I used to do it when I lived in Florida. I'd have a dream group that would meet, and it's so much really like reading the tarot or symbology or whatever. It will come right back. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
great. That would be great. Um, so did you do these dream shows? I'm sorry, your dream classes as a class, or did like were they readings that you did? How did
Um,
you
both, both.
both? Okay.
Yeah, I would teach, the dream class, and then in small groups, usually like
Yeah.
10 people or 8 people,
Uh huh.
but yeah, yeah.
That's great. That's
It was
great. And they
fun.
keep journals, keeping journals and things like that. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Journals. And yeah, that's so important, isn't it?
It
Because it,
really is. I think that it's hard for us if we don't have a journal right there and we hit the floor, then we're going to forget a lot of what we just remember, what we would have remembered. I hate that. Or I'll wake up in the middle of the night and have this excellent dream. And I'm like, I'm going to remember this.
right?
No,
Yeah.
never. Yep,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
I
it's kind
remember
of
to have
fun.
something on my bed so I can write. So, but,
Uh-huh.
you
Yeah,
know, go
yeah.
figure.
That's awesome. So, would you consider yourself to be a Buddhist, or you just sort of a like me, a Heinz 57 sort
Yeah.
of?
I'm a rambler, a rambler and a gambler, whatever that song was.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, their precepts and their tenets are so wonderful. And just I don't know, they just uplift me. But you can be a Catholic and be a Buddhist. You can be anything and be a Buddhist
Oh,
because it's a
100%.
philosophy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's beautiful. When my daughter was in Kathmandu volunteering, we became affiliated with the Buddhist monastery there. It's Tibetan Buddhism,
Yes.
and
Yes.
um, and they're quite lovely, and
They are.
continue that relationship with them.
Yeah,
But
no, I feel an affinity more for the Tibetans. I do. I feel a big affinity for that. Yeah, it's kind of fun. So, what would you say, if you could think about it, would be um, maybe your oddest reading that you've ever done, or something that happened that was surprising to you? Uh, there's always something. Yeah,
there's always something. Okay,
there
I
is.
got these funny people that come in sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Spirits, and they kind of fly in like what would look like what are those things that you crack open and there's crystals inside a geode?
Oh, like a geode, yeah.
Kind of looks like a big meteor or a geode, and they kind of show me that they're from another galaxy or maybe even another universe, and
Ooh.
they fly through and look like this. But if you look at the inside, it's just stunning. It's all crystalline energy, and the outside is a cloak.
Uh-huh.
And the funniest thing about them is a really odd vibration, and
Oh.
it's like a real guttural vibration, like Siberian folk music is like that, or some of the Australian uh, indigenous groups are like that, and some of the American indigenous or indigenous
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Americans are like that too, and it's om, om, om. But it's beautiful, and if you like
Uh-huh.
heavy metal, you'd love it.
Oh, wow. And you're able to discern a message from them from that. It's almost like a light language, it
Oh my
sounds
god,
like.
you can just feel it in your heart, Allie.
Oh,
You'd love it.
really?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Oh,
pretty cool.
wow.
Yeah.
I think it's so amazing to me how when you think you've known a little bit about something, so you've got some an idea about it, and then you find out this like it's like being in the not in the algorithm, is you find out something that's been over here and you never even knew about it before. So that's really awesome. Wow, I
That's a
can't.
good question. So what about you? What's your oddest
Oh
entity
my god.
or
um
sighting?
I remember reading with a couple of people, and somebody asked me a question, and I was really new to that reading. It isn't something I felt confident about, and it was amazing to me that I could see this person disco dancing, and they were asking about a brother. He was disco dancing, and I saw the disco ball, and I saw him sort of like the John Travolta moves, and he was a dancer, and he died of AIDS, this particular person. And I was going to say he died. Did he die of AIDS? I was
Yeah.
going to say that, but I thought, no, that's kind of maybe not. And so I'm learning that it's the weird things that they tell you that are really important to say and not to judge it, but it was like, wow, this guy was really cool. This guy was, it was making all the moves, and so stuff like that. And then yesterday when I was on with Susan Lynn and she was reading from Mary Thornberry, and it was the last question of the entire thing, and she was seeing these nature spirits who were really mad that this Mary was in their space. And Susan said, they're asking for food. They want some dried apricots. And it was just so funny. It was just, you never know. You just never know. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love it. That's
It is.
hilarious. I love
Yeah.
the dancing though. Dancing.
Yeah. The dancing,
Dancing
the old
queen.
John Travolta. Yep. The John Travolta moves.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is. It's just, it's a lot of fun. And it's a lot of fun to work with different energies and collaborate with different people, because there are different energies that come through, and certainly our guides and our angels, are different, but we're interacting with them on this different plane up here, so it's kind
Yeah.
of fun, isn't it? Yeah.
Is
It's
that
like they're having a party. Oh my
Starts
gosh.
fun.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. It's hilarious.
it is hilarious. So
Yeah.
you do readings on Zoom for people, tell people what kind of readings they could get and how to, yeah.
Yeah, I do. So I can channel your guide or mediumship or intuitive. And one of my favorite things to do, I teach meditation too, and is to I have some clients I work with regularly that we sit and have a talk about what's going on in their life, and then we go
Mhm.
into a meditation for, like, say they're meeting a vice president of their company, they don't know what they're like, and we go into their soul level and introduction or something, or just all sorts of different things, or seeing manifesting and seeing certain situations in a different way. So
Wow, I love it. So the information on Teri's channel is here. If you're interested in anything like that, I'm sure she would appreciate it. And I think it would be really nice if you, I don't know if you've done this already, because we haven't been in the same group, like you say,
yeah,
but
right.
if you do a meditation group with folks, and I would be interested in knowing about that. And I certainly would let people know. I think there's so many people adverse to it. They feel like they fail at it. And there's no failing. It's like Yoda says, there is no try, there is just do.
Right. I love that. Right. Yeah.
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 Little
But
grasshopper.
people will say all the time, oh no, it's too hard for me I have to be quiet, or whatever it is. And it does take it takes patience and time. It really
Yeah,
does.
it
And
does.
you know that. Yeah. You
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm
Wow.
trained as a Chopra teacher, so which is very similar to transcendental meditation, and
Mm. Okay.
also, and that's a silent meditation. But I have a 7:11 a.m. Central group that meets Monday through Friday, and
Hmm.
on our chat on my channel, and it's a tribe, and there's some people here today,
Hmm.
and
Good.
um, we do a guided meditation. First, we have a chat, and then it's a guided meditation. But we have fun with it, and everybody chimes in, like, with what they're seeing or what they're feeling, and it's kind
Good.
of interactive. So
Oh, I love that, because I think that that's important. And for instance, so if somebody saw something in their meditation, or they felt something, they would then share what they felt or thought. Is that
yeah,
what you're?
yeah,
Okay.
what is going on? Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's more
No,
interactive.
that's beautiful. I think we need more of that. I know that when I have connected with somebody before in some kind of a meditative state, that I've been shown all kinds of cool things. The old one where you if you sit on a bench, and who's going to meet you on the bench. So who do you think would meet you on the bench, or who would you like to meet you on the bench?
Ooh, that's a good one, Ali. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, we are just talking about Yoda, but I think I'd like to meet me.
Ooh,
So
okay.
maybe from
Yep,
another dimension or in the future, or
I
um,
like that.
the
Yep.
inner me. So I feel like I'm always trying to know who I really am in my authentic self. So
I love that, because it shows that we can always learn something more about ourselves, but we have to take the time to spend on the self, because not everything is out there. Everything is, I love that, Teri.
Yeah.
That's really cool. No one's ever said that before, and I think that's just so valuable. There are many times that when we're doing readings, we tell people self-care, 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 and I know they're probably sick of hearing it, but it is very, very important, and it's vital for us. And even if it was like we met our inner child, or we met our teenage self, or maybe we met our 90-year-old self.
Ding, 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 ding. I want all of that. I want all of them.
That's really cool. I remember that I have sat on the bench with my dad, who has passed many years ago. And I've also had a few others, including Freddie Mercury, because he's my man. He's my man.
God, nice.
Yeah. And a few others that it's more spiritual. He was not a spiritual person necessarily, but yeah. And I like this, Anne. Thank you. Many facets in a diamond, many facets to our personalities. Absolutely.
Oh, Anne. Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
Yeah. And Poetic Justice, hello. Somebody said it was a great choice, and I agree. Oh, thanks, Annie Bear. Yeah, I finally got out of my house and went and got a haircut, and it only cost me $18, and that just blew my mind.
Wow.
Yeah. You go and you go to a hairdresser and they want to do this and that, and then they tell you it's $80, or you go to Great Clips and they do it for $18. So that's where I'm going from now on.
You're looking good. Very sassy.
Definitely.
I love it. Love it.
So, have you been able to explore a lot of your Akashic records?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how I learned how to do.
Okay. So tell me who you've been, or what kind of lifetimes you might have had.
Well,
I'd love to know.
At the time I was a teenager, and so the one that really got to me was that I was a temple dancer, a Mayan temple dancer.
Okay.
And I worked with the priests and did, metaphysical or intuitive things with them, readings and things. But I wasn't really allowed to mingle with the other people. And I felt so cut off from everybody that at a certain age, I think I left and committed suicide. And I think it was like 17 or 18. And I think at 17 or 18, you go through such a transition, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You feel like nobody knows you. Nobody understands you. So that was the one that I always thought about. And one of the reasons that I left the school, because I thought, man, I'm going to get out here. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that's fascinating. So, it also goes to show you that we already know this, but it isn't just it isn't just this generation that believe that they're missing out, and so they're just going to go, or they're depressed and they're going to take their life. It's something that's inherent in us. Some people probably don't even recognize that their life that they're living isn't the one they contracted to live, and things aren't going the way they wanted to, and so they give up, and they give up so easily. It makes me sad. Yeah.
It's sad.
Yep. Hi, Sheila, Inquisitive Tarot. It's good to see you, dear. You know who Sheila is.
I do. I got a nice Sheila story.
Okay, great.
I'd been online a lot that day, and I was looking at my little tiny phone, and I saw Sheila come up, and I thought she was Ivana, and I said, "Hi, Ivana. Hi, Scott," or whoever she was with. She goes, "Excuse me, Teri. It's me, Sheila." I was like, "Oh, busted."
Oh, what if you got a doggy there? Everybody's saying you have a doggy there.
Oh yeah, that is Tyler. I think he's on this side.
Oh, he's on that side.
Yeah, he's an Australian Shepherd, and I think my cat is out of the room right now. Yeah, he is.
Okay. Yeah. So, cats though usually are either right here
Yeah.
Or they're gone. Or they're gone. One or the other.
Yeah.
But at least yours is hopefully yours isn't like mine. Mine gets sassy after an hour's worth of a show and starts to let me know that it's been an hour. Come on, I want some attention. You
I
know.
was watching you the other day and your cat was right there.
Yeah. So Sheila says, I'm not mad.
I was so embarrassed, Sheila. I can't tell you.
Uh,
You were very kind about it. She was
she is.
funny.
She is funny. That's right. All right. Well, we have a question here. Nancy Vasquez says her toddler Jocelyn has been obsessed with dinosaurs since 1 year of age, and she's going to be 3. Is this a phase, or did you think she might have had a past life as a dinosaur? Well, not a dinosaur necessarily, but maybe around them. Yeah. Yeah.
Nancy, I kind of get the feeling that she has a spirit animal that is probably a dragon or a dinosaur, but I'm thinking more like a dragon energy.
Mm.
So, and it feels like a baby dragon.
Oh,
So,
wow. With little, yeah. Okay. I
little,
get it. Yep. Yep. Wow. Um, there's is it Figment at Disney World? There was a thing my mother brought me back when it was a little dragon with the wings on it, and it was called Figment from Epcot. But that was many years ago.
yeah.
So yeah.
Very
Wow.
cool.
All right, Valerie. All right, Valerie, and we have a question from Rhonda. All right. Before we, take off and start answering other questions, what would you say your strongest draw is? What are you drawn to the most, the strongest to in your spiritual journey? If there is anything that you feel more so, for instance, you like to be a psychic more than a medium, or you like, you enjoy what you enjoy.
I'm a smorgasbord. So I
So
get
am I.
I get so much joy out of learning about things that I feel
Yep.
like I just kind of
Yep.
flow in and out and here and
You
there.
aren't a Libra, are you? Are you a Libra?
No,
No.
I'm a
Okay.
Leo.
You're a
Yeah,
Leo. Okay.
Leo, Aries rising. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Um, and there's something about a smorgasbord as well that when she said that, and it was something I heard that someone said. Um, it was life is like a smorgasbord. If you whatever it is that you want, you have to get up and get it yourself.
Wow.
And I love that because we tend to think, oh well, I want to be a psychic. How do
Yeah.
I do that? What do I do? Well, you have to get up and work on it yourself, and also to know that there's some kind of overarching reason that you're interested in doing such a thing, but you have to practice, just like you do when you have a clarinet, or if you,
Right? Yeah.
whatever it is. It does take practice. It does take us. We have to have that.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
really and opening up like that algorithm, opening things up and they
Yep.
just kind of
Uh-huh.
I do sound
That's
effects
right.
too, Allie.
There you go. There you go. So VL is from Maui, and oh my God, I used to go every year at Christmas time because my husband had classes in Maui, and we'd stay in. Is it Kihei?
Hey, that's where I lived.
I loved it there. And
Yeah.
I tried to stay at my daughter stayed at another location up the road near the Barnes and Noble, if that makes any sense, because those things aren't, it's
Yeah.
a very big area where the tall condos are, but it's probably
Oh.
about 30 miles away, near where they do that magic show. The guy
Lahaina
that does,
or
yeah.
Waimea?
What? Yes. I think that's
Waimea.
where it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I tried, and I just said, no, I got to go back here. This is where I'm the most comfortable. Yeah.
It's a nice community. It's not
It
too
is.
much. It's not too little. It's just right. Yeah.
And there are lots of places that were for rent, Verbo or whatever it was that you could stay in that were, I didn't need a hotel. I was perfectly happy making my own meals and stuff. But yeah, it's just so beautiful there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is really pretty.
All right. So you're living in Oahu right now. You're retiring from the military. What career do you see me going into? All right. All right. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's expensive there, VL. Yep.
So
Uh,
expensive. Oh my
yeah.
gosh. Yeah.
Mhm. Let me see if I've got. So yes, those of you joining us, hello, hello. We're doing a few readings. I did talk with Teri for the first part of the show, and we're just going to do a few readings. I don't know that we'll be able to do a lot of them, but we'll try. We'll see what we can do. Okay. So let's see. So VL, you don't know, or you're going to the mainland next month. Okay. Um, so VL, you're leaving the Hawaiian Islands and going to the mainland to live. Is that what I'm hearing? Because I just want to make sure that I understand. You're not staying on Oahu. All right. Let's see what she says. Yes. Okay. All
Okay.
right. So the job is on the mainland. All right. There you go. All right. Go ahead if you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm getting clear your energy. So there's Ganesh, and he's got all these tools available to him. Like,
Ah.
a smorgasbord, VL. You have your smorgasbord.
That's a good word today.
So clear your energy and think about which one brings you the most joy. Because then you're going to find I get a lot of prosperity. So abundance
Oh.
there. And nurturing your inner child. So something that brings you joy and prosperity. I'm seeing coming in for you. And I got the vision of books. So I don't know if that's learning or if you're into Akashic
Mm-hmm.
record reading, or I don't know,
Yeah.
or
Yep.
professor, teacher.
Yep. I don't know if you've been going to school while you've been in the military. I teach an awful lot of students that are in school in online programs, like with the University of Maryland and Southern New Hampshire University. And they're always questioning what it is that they want to do that's different from what they did in the military. Because right now, I'm guessing that you just feel like it's been an energy suck, this particular,
Wow.
military, and you're ready for something different. And actually, it says it's potentially limitless. It's limitless what you want to do.
Yeah.
But if you have the VA benefit and you want to go back to college for a while, that might be something you might want to do. Okay. Yes, it is. All right. So, check into it because, it virtually doesn't really cost that much. And it's part of what your benefit was. I get here that you just need to cut out some of your distractions and you need to listen. And if that means listening to some music or calming energies or whatever, it's going to come to you. You're going to find something, I think. And from Teri's reading with all the smorgasbord of things that you could do, I think it's going to you're going to see something that really sticks out and you're going to really enjoy it. So, all
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh God, they're talking about Barney, the purple dinosaur.
He was so cute, wasn't he?
Oh my God, but annoying at the same time. Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, I remember those. Weren't there other colored dinosaurs too in that group, or was it just Barney? That was a different one, wasn't it? That was Teletubbies.
Yes. I didn't watch that. My kids grew up in the time of Princess of Power was my daughter, and the Turtles was my son.
Oh
So
yeah,
the Ninja Turtles, but
that was my younger brothers. That's what they
was
were.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
Hmm.
So Valerie would just like a message, whatever message comes
Ooh,
through.
Valerie. Nice. I love a message.
Uh-huh. Just a reminder, everybody, that we're going to try to stay for an hour, but we both have something we have to get done. So bear with us if we don't happen to get your question. It isn't intentional. All right. Go right ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, Valerie, I get that you're going through an inward revolution right now. That you, and if you're not feeling it yet, you will be. Make sure that you ground yourself to the earth, and also tie a line up to Father Sky. So that's one thing that I like to do in meditations is um, tie an anchor or a line, a cord, and but let your light shine, because look at you, you're working with the light grid. This could be at night that you're doing this, or it could be in meditation if you're not if you're not aware of it. But that's definitely a light grid there in the earth and the sun.
Beautiful. It sure is.
And then it says, let your light shine. And these just both popped out when I was doing this. So you're a light worker, and seeing your light. And sometimes when we think of that, like, oh, how will I make a difference or whatever, it's just a smile, holding a door open for somebody, and you change the whole vibration of the planet just with that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a real honor to be a light worker, honestly.
Yeah.
And things can develop from that part. But yes, you make a difference. You're holding space in the area that you live that is working with the community that you live in and the people that you interact with. So I get here, you're learning a new path maybe, and there's light again. Look at that. See, we're seeing more light. You're learning a new path, and perhaps finding a teacher, or a teacher can be not a person. It could be a book. It could be a movie. It could be anything that you find that you feel you resonate with. It says here, take some time for peaceful pursuits, but also it looks like summer's going to be a kind of a nice time for you. Look at that. I would love to be out on a hammock under the moon. And Archangel Ragul is going to bring you some solutions. He's working with you to bring solutions to things. Justice, harmony, and nothing better than this kind of harmony. And of course, the teacher energy around you. So thank you.
Those all looked kind of romantic too, didn't they, Allie?
They did look, and yours did too. Yes. Yeah. You know, one of the ones you held up, it looked almost like it was a wheel of a boat that was surrounded by light. Yeah, and I love that. Yeah. Absolutely. Sure, Valerie. Yeah. Thank you for your question, honey. So Rhonda Rue says her son seems stuck in life. He's 22 with no ambition. I think she meant depressed. Any advice from my guides and I can help him? I'm at my wit's end. Okay. So he's still living at home with you, I'm guessing, Rhonda. Yeah. Okay. He's got to want to help himself in order to allow you to help him. That's the hardest part. We want to help somebody, but unless they're willing to take our help, there's really not a lot we can do. I'm seeing an opportunity for him, hopefully, or you're hoping for an opportunity for him to come up. And I think the possibility is there that something will come up that will interest him. And because he's uncertain. Look at him. These people are falling from the sky. They don't know where they're going to land. They don't know what they're going to do. It's almost as though, wow, I didn't know that it was going to be so fast that I'd be an adult. I get that sense. But travel looks like it's in his future. So maybe if he finds another place to live in a different city, he will stand more. My daughter did that. She went to graduate school in Chicago. She went to Chicago. She got an apartment. She got a part-time job, and she went to her master's degree in Chicago. And she was all alone. And my daughter is very introverted before she did this. And it blew my mind. And she was probably 23 years old. That was not her personality, and she just blossomed. So maybe something like that.
Good for her. Good for her. So I get this kind of reminds me of your travel one enchantment. So and I'm kind of getting that he doesn't have that in his life right now. So either if it's going outside, getting back to nature, or just finding something that kind of makes his heart feel right. Like sometimes we carry so much shame and guilt, don't we?
We do.
Because we're not doing this or doing that. We see our friends doing it. There's that comparison trap. And then we have to forgive ourselves for that. We have to let go of that and be vulnerable and be ready to take the jump or ready to move on. And then he'll find his power because he has power coming in. He just kind of has to find out that liftoff space.
Yep.
Yeah.
My grandnephew does the same thing. He stays with my brother. Well, my brother passed, but he stayed with his grandparents, and all he did was computer. And he ended up being a caregiver to my brother in the final days. But this is what this generation is dealing with. It's this sort of an addiction to the technology, which makes it really hard.
Yeah, it does. It does.
All right, so we've got Annie Bear here. It's good to see you, Annie Bear. A message from your spirit team. Okay. Rah, 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 Annie Bear.
I like that. Cheerleaders.
I like feisty guides. I
like funny guides and spirit.
Yeah. Funny and feisty. That's right.
Yeah. Oh. So and that kind of comes in like that song, What I Want, What I Really, Really Want. So Annie, I see them circling you, your guides, your spirit team, and running around and coming in. And it's like you have a lot of gifts that you're working with right now. And as they move in, they're supporting you. Look at them. They're circling you, taking care of you. So whatever you want to work on right now, pick it from your smorgasbord, because you've got all sorts of spiritual growth going on. So be kind to yourself. There's a lot of light going on. There's a lot of energy, and everybody here, be really gentle with yourselves, because all the light that's coming in, and you get these big downloads at night, and our brains can't take it all in. So soft, be sweet with yourself. And I get romance. So you're having a lucky man, honey. But fall in love with yourself too. That's really important.
Oh, wow. It is so important. And it's like you wanted to be on the bench with yourself. That's very revealing. And it's a beautiful idea. If we had said that, though, maybe in the 70s or the 80s, people would say you're being selfish. I mean, there was always something about it that wasn't right when you were doing something for yourself. But now it's becoming more and more, as it should be, transformed. So, Annie, I got the fairy magic. So, woohoo! Maybe go outside, spend a little time with the little sprites out there. They're out there for you. And yes, I think so too. I think a lot of growth is here, and they want. We've got union, and look at all the beautiful white energy. So they're wanting to have a commitment to the union of your work together. And they said that it's shifting now. It's shifting. So, and that is not a C virus. Looks like it could be, but it isn't. You're shifting. That's right. Yeah. We don't want the C virus. That's right. Yeah. Thanks, Annie. Thank you, dear. I hope that helps.
Yeah.
All right. We've got Arwen here wondering about a message from her guides.
Oh.
Yes, Kelly Healer, I agree. If we had said I love myself in the 70s, my mother would have slapped me. I don't know that my mother would have done that, but, similar, something, at least, what is the word? Invisible slap.
Yeah, I know exactly what I have. And my mom would have looked down her nose at me through her glasses.
Mm-hmm. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What?
Oh, you're painting with spirits right now, Annie? You're painting little nature spirits. They know. And you are in union with them. Wow. Yeah. I love that. I got the goosebumps. Wow. Very cool. You can go right ahead, Teri.
Okay. Arwen, are you working with Akashic Records? Are you working with this golden light that comes in? So sometimes that's forgiveness. But this is about empowerment. And when we surrender, we do empower ourselves. That's when we find the strength to let go of things. But whatever you're working with, it's like this big light comes in, and then we get courage. So, and that's Durga Ma. And Durga Ma is like the entity that was created to save the universe. So she saves the universe. She's the mother of the universe, but she's also, some people think that she's just too strong. So don't do that, man. They're saying, let your light shine. Be your boss lady self. So
there you go. Wow.
Yeah.
So I've got knowledge. You've got the knowledge you need to do the things you want. And I mean, these are all fractals, but it's almost like the Rorschach test, isn't it? And it looks to me as though, it's on your third eye or your crown chakra, and it's just coming down and lighting you up. Find what lights you up.
Yeah.
And don't worry if a storm comes, because storms do come. They come to shake things up. But they don't always destroy things. So make sure you know that if you're walking through the storm. There's a song, when you walk through the storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. It's one of my favorite songs. It was from when I was really a young girl in church. We used to sing that. And it's You'll Never Walk Alone. That's the name of the song.
Oh, I love
Even
that.
when there's a storm, you'll never walk alone. And I get the union card again, even though I shuffled. So you're working to unify whatever it is that you're dealing with. And I think it's working. Just be patient with it. So, all right. Sue Sa has an interesting question. I believe she lives in Germany. She said, the apartment across the street is soon vacant. How can I spiritually attract nice people to move in? I love that, Sue.
Brilliant.
Uh-huh. I think pink light would be a really good idea, but let's see what the cards say. Wouldn't it be nice to have, you think about it, there's people that you meet that live all over the planet. And we used to say, let's get together and be in one big community, because we all believe in the same sort of things. But I think that the universe places us where we are for us to be a light for that area. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. 100%. Okay. So I get grounding.
Oh.
Planting something over there, like just imagine that you're planting seeds all over that apartment that are going to grow. Here's that tree of life and going up to the divine masculine, but being centered and sending light over there, like you were saying, Allie. Just infuse it with light, the whole place. Yeah, serenity. Absolutely. And then I get Mary Magdalene. So she's
okay.
Look at that pink light.
Yes.
So and
the mother energy.
Yeah, divine feminines. Here she comes. And so she comes in. Go ahead and send her over there, because that grounding,
Uh-huh.
that's the divine feminine also.
It
So,
is. It
yeah,
is.
so calling on your guides, calling on Mary, the
Mhm.
divine feminine, to go over there and take care of that space. And
Yep.
just like it's a beaming light.
Yep. Definitely. And if somebody comes in just like, oh yes, you could also put a rose quartz crystal in your mind as well. Or bring one and put it over there. She's
Yeah.
got somebody there that's very difficult and was harsh to her. And that's hard when you're a neighbor of somebody, but you can also just keep smothering these people with lots of love and light and kindness, and you'll see a difference. You will. I think we tend not to do that because we're not happy with the way they are. So it's hard to be generous for that. But I'm getting glasses first, glasses. So I'm getting, you will see what is needed to see in the person that's there. Usually it's a lesson. You come in for a lesson. It could be for a season. It could be for a reason. Um, I'm getting a rock. And so I'm going to say that that's what Annie said, crystals, rose quartz, love. Um, I got the Grim Reaper, but I'm thinking to myself, there may be some energy in that apartment or that house that is carrying some bad vibrations. It's very possible,
Yeah.
especially if you're in Germany and you have a legacy of a lot of people living in a place. So it needs to be cleared. But look at this. I think you're going to get it because look, this mother is
Mother.
holding a baby. And so, yeah, we're hoping that this is the love of a mother for a baby. And so yeah. Or salt them. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you can send that pink energy in. That's like the high heart energy, isn't it?
Yes, it
And
is.
just, imagine your left hand taking in light from the universe, and your right hand's like a snow blower or something, or a leaf blower,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
just imagine yourself blowing that whole apartment clean with pink.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
And the other thing to do is if you have a difficult person, Sue, then consider the idea of placing mirrors around you, but have them face out. And so what they're looking at when they look at you is themselves instead of what and it just gives you an idea that it can bounce back to them. Basically, it will bounce back. It's not going to affect you. It's going to affect them. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
What is it? A Bawa mirror in feng shui?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bagua or something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think it is
Yeah.
Bagua. Yeah.
Okay, so Scorpio Mama, she later clarified she wanted this to be a relationship reading. So, all right.
Oh.
I know she's a married lady, but ooh, I got some great cards here. All right. So I'm getting that your relationship's kind of like a chess game. Different people making different moves, and there's some strategic moves that are being made between the two of you. I think that it's maybe you don't agree on always everything, and some of you need to make think it through, and choose your battles if there's any kind of a battle. That you got to look at the good things and not so much focus on things that aren't. I'm also getting a bell, which means there's going to be some kind of announcement or someone's arrival. It could be what you've been waiting for a long time, Scorpio Mama. I don't know. But the other thing I get is finances. Woohoo. And this says making money moves and managing your finances. So be careful with that. If that is a big relationship issue for a lot of people. Just so. Yeah.
Oh, Melinda at False Teeth Tarot says that Scorpio Mama is not married.
Oh, she's not married. Okay. So sorry. All right. Not married, but do have a baby daddy. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm getting count your blessings.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the best way that you can like kind of increase your vibration or your positivity, how you're feeling that day is to think of what you're grateful for. So
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
smile when you think it.
Yeah.
So that just raises everything. The miracle of prayer. So I don't know if you're working on something right now, Scorpio Mama, but it's Sandalphon, delivering my prayers to heaven. Wow.
Ooh.
So that's really beautiful. So that's either
That is beautiful.
manifesting, do you think, or
Uh-huh.
um,
Yeah.
and then the miracle of nature. So and she's in the lotus blossom. So
Oh,
it's like
you're in a really beautiful place.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So things are unfolding. So being going into grace and gratitude, um, the miracle of prayer, and look at
Mm-hmm.
you, what happens. So
Yeah. There you
beautiful.
go. There you
Beautiful.
go, girl. Oh, wow. Enjoy. All right, Terry. So we got one more, and thanks everybody. We're right at the top of the hour, so we're going to here we go. What's in store for me in the next while with my career or job? Although Starlight, I think you had a question, but I can't find it. Oh, let me see.
Mhm.
Did you have a question, Starlight? Because I, if you did have a question and I missed it for some reason, would you put it back? Or maybe you, oh, you didn't. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Must have been a dream. Okay. Okay. Thank you, honey. Yep. She's all right, Melinda. Thanks, Melinda. My bad. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. This has been fun. Oh, you having a dance break, Annie? Good.
Oh,
With
I love
dance
a
with the
dance break.
sprites. Hmm.
Hmm.
Gina, I see a water journey. I don't know why. Um, maybe, um, maybe your job will be either near the water or you'll be moving across the water. I'm not sure. Um, I get here that whatever you have is safe, and what you value is safe, and to protect what you have, your secrets are safe. I'm wondering if it's saying you're safe at where you are. Maybe you don't want to make a journey. I don't know. But I do see all the money there, and I like that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And then we have a tier. So is this maybe a love-hate relationship you have with the current career job that you're dealing with, and you're feeling like you just like to give it up and move away from that particular place that you're working? I don't know. I'm going to let Terry read because I don't have any clarity, more clarity than that.
Yeah, I'm having a time too. So I get in Kali, and Kali again is another boss lady. So
Ah.
people are really scared of her, but
Mm-hmm.
she's and there's monks and they wear human skulls and whatnot that follow her.
Mm-hmm.
But she is again one of the mothers of the universe.
Mm-hmm.
So she's divine energy. She's also another major boss lady. So
Mm-hmm.
she's one of the big female Buddhas or
Yeah.
Buddhavistas. Well, she would be a Buddha. And cultivation. So are you working on something new? Or, yeah, so music coming in or something with the arts. Um,
Huh?
let us know if this is, but you're gonna get some clarity. You're gonna get some enlightenment on it. Whatever's going on there, and I don't know that you need a change. And then the divine feminine comes in. So maybe this is how I'm going to read this. Maybe you've got a boss lady there and she's kicking your bum.
Ah, okay.
So
Okay.
so maybe there's something going on there, or maybe you're kicking some bum and it's needed, right? That's good
Uh-huh.
too. Um, so kind of relax, listen to the vibration, feel it, and everything's going to come through for you.
Okay.
So
That makes more sense.
yeah,
I got with that safe card, it's like, are you sure you want to leave the job you have? You just because you're safe there. So in other words, you're making money that you need to have to live. Do you want to make sure that you want to leave? Really, do you really want to leave that? Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, I can see that with Kali. Yeah. Sometimes we have a boss that's not so easy to deal with. That's right.
yeah,
That's right. Yep.
strong.
Yep.
I have a this is from Kalanchok and outside Kathmandu, but it's this little temple. And I was
Uh-huh.
talking to one of the guys the other day, one of the shamans, and he said, "That's a rocket ship, Teri." And I'm like,
Kaboom. That's right.
I never thought
Well,
about that.
Well, it's like the stupas that are built
Yeah.
and rockets, and they're all phallic symbols.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
because they're aerodynamic, the way that they go. Yeah, I know. Isn't that funny? Oh my God. Little fun. Thank you for having fun and giving us a little bit more insight into what you love to do and how your process went. I so appreciate it. And it was fun doing some reading. So you're welcome to come back anytime you want. And I'll
Okay.
let you know about our dream show if you're interested in coming to that as well.
I
So
would love
thank
it.
you.
I would love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
Thank
good.
you so much, Allie.
You're welcome. And thanks to everybody in the chat. Thank you for your questions and your comments. And thank my moderators. Everybody have a wonderful day.
Bye,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye bye,
Namaste.
everybody.